video, I want to share with you this project costing tracker and dashboard that I sell on Etsy and also my own website. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description. If you purchase this on my website, you can get up to 10% discount, so check it out. So this dashboard or project tracker that I built, it works with Google Sheet and Excel. So when you get this template, you will get 5 tabs. The first tab is the project setup. The second tab is expense description. And then third is the project expense, and then project revenue ledger, and then finally dashboard. So we'll walk through each of the tab and then we'll do an example just so that you can see how the information flow and see if this is something that will meet your needs. Okay. So the project setup here, you can set up to 100 project basically. So here you can put the project name, the project type, the contract revenue amount that you expect to receive, and the expenses that you expect to pay with this project, right? And then here, once you enter in that information, it'll show you the projected profit, the projected profit margin, and you can enter in the start date, end date, and it'll automatically calculate the total time to complete. And then here you can pick the different status, where it's complete, in progress, proposal sent, approved by the client, cancel, negotiation, or other. And here's the adjustment. So as you work through this contract or this project, you can adjust it up or down, right? If you need more material, more labor, of course you adjust it up. If you need less material, less labor, then you adjust it down. And then after you do the adjustment, if you need to, then it'll calculate the total actual contract price, and here you can put the project notes as well. And then the expense description is basically you can put in all the different type of expense category that you think will be associated with your project, with all your projects. And then here you can put descriptions of them as well. And project expenses, where you log all the expenses related to that project. So here you enter the date, and then you can pick any project that you set up on the first tab here, and it automatically show you what that project type is. And you can put in a description if you want here, and then you can pick what kind of expenses that related to, right, for that project. And then you can put the amount and the rate, and it'll automatically calculate the expense. And project revenue here, you can just put a date and then what project is it for, and it'll automatically tell you the project type and then the amount you receive and whether you deposit this or is this an installment from the customer, right? And the dashboard here, you can pick, any project that you've input in the other tabs here. For example, if you pick a bathroom renovation on 12th Street, you can see once you pick that information, it will display visual data based on what you've input on the other tab here. So you can see various information for this project. So you see your cash received, your money that you spend, your profit margin, your forecasted expenses, forecasted revenue, right? And all this information regarding this project, the amount that you receive from your customer, your top 3 expenses, your lowest 3 expenses, and then this is visual data of that project. Okay, so that's pretty much how the information flows. So we'll do an example here. So we'll set up the project, right? So I have already some project that I set up, but let's just do one here. So let's do bathroom remodel. So we'll do this too. So we'll get an example here. So this also is a home renovation project type. So let's say we expect to get 15,000 from this, and then the project expense probably we'll spend like 6,500. We expect that for material, labor, and whatnot, right? So automatically you can see if I actually get 15,000 and my actual expense is only 6,500, then I expect to get a profit 8,500, and my profit margin is about 57%. And then here I can put start date. So let's say 8/1/2029. You can put any date you want, and let's say it will take me a week to do. Right, so it'll take about 14 days or 2 weeks actually. And then here we can say it's accepted by client, right? It's approved by the client, and we're working on this. So let's say you want to adjust it up, right? You just add 5,000 or 500, so then your total contract price will be 15,500, assuming that you spoke to the client about this. Let's say you adjust it down by 1,000, right? So we just reduce the price. Okay, so let's say we adjust it up by $5,000 and we talk to the client about this. So the total contract price $20,000. You can put any notes that you want here. Expense description, I'm not going to change this because I think this is fairly representative of what I I need to spend for my project, so I'm not going to change it. But if you need to, you can change it to anything that you like that's related to your project, and then it'll automatically be part of the drop down menu. Okay, here project expense, you come here and let's say you start on the work. So on 8/1/2029, we have some expenses, right? So this is bathroom remodel 2, so you can see it's home renovation, and I'm not going to put any notes here. You can if you want. And we spend money on let's see, tools and equipment. So let's say we spend $500 on this so far, right? Then you can do also labor on that day, right? 2, and then let's see, is there labor in here? So no. So I'm gonna go and put labor in one of this so that there is labor and cost and salary. Okay. Other one. But let me just show you an example. So if you change this to sample 1, it will be part of the drop down menu. So you can see here, sample 1, it's part of the drop down menu. But labor is there. So we'll do labor here. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong one that I picked. So here, I'll just do second one here, labor. So let's say labor, so I spent 6 hours and I charge $75 an hour. So for this whole day, I spent on equipment and my labor. Okay, so total for that day, I spent $950. Okay, and my project revenue. So let's say once the project is done, then I get my money from the client, right? So I put here, and then let's say I get 15. Let's say I get maybe 6,500 as deposit, right? You can just put deposit here, and then I'll try to make this 8/1, and then on the date that I finish, it's gonna give me the rest, right? So let's say I get another 10,000. This is an example, right? So just make sure you have bathroom to remodel, final payment, right? Okay. So now you come here, you can look at the project dashboard. So you can pick any project that you want. So let's say we'll pick the bathroom remodel 2 here. So you can see how much cash you receive, how much you spent. This is actual net profit, your actual net profit margin, your forecasted revenue, expenses, and all the costs and start date, end date that's associated with it. And also this is the receivable from the customer. Okay, and then all these are like the top 3 expenses and low expenses. So as you put in more expenses, this will populate better. But because I only put 2 expenses, so that's why you only see 2 here. And then this is, visual data, of course. And as you recall, I didn't put that much expenses. I only put 2 type of expenses. So that's why the data here is not showing that much, the visual data. But if you pick something where I put a lot of data, for example, as a markup for bathroom renovation on 12th Street, you can see, right? Has a lot more data and a lot more visual data. So that's pretty much how this project tracker and dashboard works. I hope that it could be helpful. And if you think that's helpful for you, you can purchase this on my website and also on Etsy. So thank you so much for watching.